Hi, this is Pastor Rasa Solomon again, Rasa Solomon's YouTube channel. And today is October 2nd, 2024. Where did this year go, guys? It seems like January just came. 8 weeks in October. And we only have like literally, 2 months and some weeks left of this year. And this year has been a tumultuous year. This year, it seems like ever since the COVID came, each year gets harder and harder and harder. But God is our stance. Now here we are, the last 2 months and some change. We got a port strike going on that could cripple our economy here. And within another 4 days, we will feel the effects of it in the grocery stores, car dealership. I mean, everybody's going to be messed up. Retail stores. I'm kind of happy though, because about this part, no Halloween maybe. You know what I mean? And it's gonna mess up that fake Christmas. That's what I like, because those things are fake and people shouldn't even be doing them things anyway. They pagan. But I don't like the fact that it could cause starvation, famine. And I seen this coming. I told y'all, like, I've been telling y'all for the past couple of years, we're going to experience great famines through the years, and we have. And I saw a bridge collapsing. I told y'all I saw food shortages coming. I saw people standing in line at Walmart. It was rich people. One man was in a Mercedes driving around. He couldn't get in the store to get food. Me and Pat was in the store yesterday. I was looking for my Keno roll bread. Couldn't even find them. They starting to wipe out the bread already, y'all. For real. Right? My thing is, go get you a membership at Costco's or Sam Clubs or BJ's. I'm not, promoting these places, but I know that those Sam's Clubs, Costco's, BJ's, those kind of stores, they have big warehouses, right? And they already have a lot of stuff. And a lot of times they have private truckers and things like that. One lady was telling me some Aldi's and Liddy's have their own ports. So it may not affect them, but what will happen is Liddy's and all these people will start like going there. But so their food will start running out fast too, right? So I told y'all this is coming. I've been telling y'all for the last couple of years, and we've been having these food shortages, famines. But I saw 2 years ago people standing in line at Walmart and other places, and they were rich, but they still had to wait their turn to get food. And I saw people fighting over food. I even saw people being followed home and robbed of their food from the grocery store. And y'all remember God told me to tell y'all to pray before you go to the grocery store, while you in the grocery store, for him to cover you and protect you and shield you and make you invisible. Y'all better start doing that, because every day this port is on strike, they lose $5 million, right? Now these port guys are making up to 200,000, and when they work overtime, it's 300,000-400,000. I told y'all the other day I dated a port worker, so I know how much they make. So it's unrealistic to us, because people don't make that kind of money. They offered them 50%. They turned it down. They want 77%. I mean, take the 50%. Why be greedy? And what's going to happen is people are going to turn against these port workers. That's what's going to happen. And I think the reason why VP Camilla is not doing anything, or Biden, is because the Teamsters behind these port things are not backing the Democrats for the first time since 1996, I believe. I think they might be backing Trump, right? So I think this is why Biden not doing that. And then another thing, he just gave Ukraine $60 billion. Donald Trump, I ain't crazy about him, but Donald Trump is the one going to these ravished places in North Carolina. But first he coming to Fort Sick, Georgia. And then he's supposed to go to these other places, and he's bringing aid and help, because nobody's doing that. And now I heard the is it FEMA or the National Guards is going to start going to North Carolina, because prophecy came to pass. Remember I told you God was going to be judging these sundown towns that kill black people? Well, in North Carolina, a lot of them was wiped out. I'm not happy that people died by no means, because it's like 70 people in North Carolina died, they said. But God wiped out these sundown towns. And I told you that he was going to be wiping out towns and islands, and he did it. So now he done wiped out, and he told me just a month ago he was going to judge sundown towns. He told me this a second time. And I told y'all last year he said it. And he told me a second time. And I was like, Daddy, I didn't know you were going to do it like that. Like literally wipe them out. It's going to take so long to rebuild these towns. You cannot have a town with black people coming, you killing them after dark. You're warning them. Black people live in those towns and they tell them don't be out after dark. The nerve. And then if you risk getting killed, they need to be wiped out. You don't care about nobody's life. So therefore, why should God care about yours? Right? And all the people that survived in those sundown towns, let's pray to get sanctification, salvation, and they turn from their wicked racism ways, you know? So I just wanted to come on here and say, guys, just keep praying. That's all we could do is keep praying. And the God assured me that his people will be fine. Y'all remember when I had the vision? It should be on here somewhere. When I had the vision, the Lord said that he would take care of his children. We would not starve. We would not have any issues, and any money that we need to buy food, he will supply it for us. That's why I said, Daddy, I'm going to suggest people go and get Costco's, BJ's, Sam's Club, all of that in those bigger stores, because I used to work in the Costco's when I was real young. I used to be one of the people. I got it through a temp agency. I told you I worked many jobs through temp agency. And I used to like prepare food and feed people, and they still do it to this day. And I learned a lot about those kind of stores, right? And they already have big warehouses full of stuff. So it would take some months before they run out. And then sometimes they have private truckers and ports. Don't ask me how, but they do. So if you can afford to go and pay $60, $70 for 1 year membership, like right now, that would be your best bet, because you can get large quantities of things that can last you forever, a long time, right? And then Aldi's and Liddy's, the girl told us, they're not like normal grocery stores, but the problem with them is their food may run fast because people are gonna start going there. So as soon as they put stuff up there, it's gonna go. Stores like Publix probably will suffer. Organic stores may suffer more than regular grocery stores, because organic stores are already expensive, and they're saying food will double, triple, even quadruple. And not just food, retail, anything you could think of, cars, you name it, it's going to suffer, right? So you might get a good deal on some cars, So let's just pray that this doesn't last long, because for every day they're on strike, it's 5 million. And for every day, it sets us back 5 days, I believe they said. So if they're still on strike by next Monday, that is 35 days we've been set back for a month. Can you imagine? And then when they get off the strike, the food chain is going to be set back for a month. If they strike for 2 weeks, that's 2 months. They strike for 3 weeks, 3 months. Everything, food cards, everything will be set back. Wow. This hasn't happened since 1977, and it didn't last that long. But see, now it's different because they want autonomy, and then they're saying, 17 port workers died last year. So this is why they're trying to get autonomy in there. And they move too slow, and they're dipping in the truckers' money, right? So, let's just pray to God that he can intervene and settle this. You never know. Donald Trump might get involved because he's a straight up businessman. He's, this is his platra. You know what I mean? So, he's getting involved. You don't see Joe Biden, Camilla rolling up their sleeves, going to these places, bringing food. Trump on his way to here to Georgia and Forces somewhere. You don't see VP doing that or Biden, but Biden sitting up there talking about I saw it on the news. He giving Ukraine $60 million or 60 billion, and that doggone Lewinsky sitting next to him smiling. And they done backed out of Israel. That was on the news. And I told you they were going to back out of Israel. But they might be forced to be back in because Iran sent a ballistic missile to Israel. And now they threatening us. But God said that we wouldn't be in war. We got 5 more years. God said 9 years. So when 2025 come, we got like 4.5 years left. So no, I know everybody's saying war is coming, but no war should be coming to us right now. And I have a lot of words to give y'all for the last 2 months of this month and next year, because y'all know for the past 5-6 years God started giving me words from September to like even all the way up to April of next year for the following year. And this is like the 4th time already this year he's giving me stuff. So I'm gonna give it tomorrow sometime on YouTube. Don't know the time, but sometime, right? So my advice to you guys is to hit the grocery stores before Saturday or Sunday and get what you can get. And try and get a Costco's, BJ, Sam Club, something like that. That's gonna be your best friend. And any your medicine and stuff, maybe you could ask your doctor to give you extra prescriptions, because they say it's going to affect that. Your vitamins, you should, everything that you need for your daily living, you should get it if you can. And if you don't have money, pray and ask God to give it to you, right? Pray and ask God to give it to you. Like I know the food bank that I give food to, I know they're going to be suffering. So I asked God to give me extra money to bring some food to them Friday. And he did it. So I'm going to bring some food to them Friday, because I know it's going to affect them. And sometimes they have long lines, and sometimes they can only get 1 bag of food, because normally they give 2-3 bags, but sometimes they can only get 1 bag of food, so I'm already thinking about other people. I even helped one of my kids out. Although they work, they didn't have no money right now, so they could rush to the store and get some stuff. You know what I mean? And so if you're blessed to be able to help other people during this crisis, go ahead and do it, because God is going to bless you. When we bless, don't just do it because you want to get blessed. Do it from the goodness of your heart. But when we have crises like this and God enables us to be able to help certain people, you should do it, because these are the kind of blessings that you want, because these blessings will be unusual blessings. These will be unusual rewards when we help people during times of crisis. And then if you pray and ask God to give you money for yourself and extra money to help others, because they're less fortunate than you, he loves that. He loves that. And he will increase you. He will enlarge your coast. He will enlarge your life. So remember that. So just don't pray for extra money for yourself. Pray for extra money for a family member or a neighbor or just a stranger that you can help, because these are the times he will bless you the most during a crisis. Seriously, this is biblical, right? And if you can't help people financially, then pray. Be like, God, I pray my neighbors, don't suffer too bad, and this nation don't suffer too bad. The homeless people, because it may affect them from getting free food. The food shelters, may not be able to feed the people. You know what I mean? So you pray that God can supply the needs of these places and can supply the needs of the homeless, and help you to have a little extra. So if someone is in need, you can help them, because this is the best time to do it, because during crisis, God blesses big time. And do it because you're doing it from the goodness of your heart, not just to receive a blessing. All right. So pray that God intervene. Pray that God lead Trump maybe to intervene, because he's the best person for this, because he's very businesslike, and it's really showing you your VP Camilla. Do you want a president like that? Shalom.